just started, well, got 3 windrows of this 10-acre field left to do. Then we're done here, and then we gotta go to that alfalfa, which I believe is where I had the video earlier in this video of us raking. So I'm bailing. DJ, he's finishing up raking, and my mom's up there in their Bobcat. This is a custom job. She's running that, carrying the bales to the barn for me, and then I'll come back later and stack them in. We got to quit a little bit early tonight because it's my birthday, and I just found out a little bit ago that Mom invited people over to the farm for a little party, so that was not on the plans at the beginning of the day. So, but I don't mind it, I guess. You know, this is a good enough birthday for me, all of us working together in the field. Couldn't ask for much more. But she's running the Bobcat. I don't know if she's ever run a Bobcat before. She's run our skid loader, and our skid loader is really stable, but them goofy bastards, they jump around and bounce and tip like nothing else. They can make the most experienced operator look like an idiot in there just because they're so tippy. You can't. There's places in this field where it'll do a wheelie going up the hill. So I'm not a Bobcat fan. Got 2 windrows left here now, and then I'm gonna take off. I'm just gonna bail until I gotta stop at 7:15 or so. It's just 4 o'clock now, so I'm running in C3, which is the fastest I've ever bailed, but it's 3rd cut, and there's a decent amount in here, but might as well use the capacity if the bailer's got it, since we're pressed for time. We ain't gonna be throwing the camera around for action shots tonight. I'll just kind of bring you along with us as we go. It looks like my mom's got her tipped up there on the back, and I don't know if she knows what to do to get it out of that. So, got to dump a bale and go help her. Yep, she's calling. Hello. Hold on. Oh, I'm coming. Bye. Back up. Do it fast. Yeah. See, there's not much slope there at all in them goofy freaking Bobcats. They get bouncing around, they stand up on their back end. That's what I don't like about them. Or John Deere, it'll climb every hill in this field with the boom all the way up. So we get this last windrow finished up. This is really nice grass alfalfa mix, and anymore I'm liking the grass hay, and I like the way the fields look better when you're done too. Because alfalfa, it's real stubbly and just looks like dirt. Now these are nice and green. They got the rows from where you bailed. Well, it's the next day and DJ just dropped me off. We just put some fuel in the 4430, so we're gonna get started and get back to bailing again for the neighbor. I thought we had hills. We don't have a whole lot that compares to this. We got steep ones, but they're not this big. big. We're in an old cattle pasture, and half the time I'm bailing and half the time I'm driving around trying to get bales stopped so they're not rolling into buildings or into the woods and stuff. It's almost impossible to find a good place to dump them and keep them where you want them. But this isn't the worst part here. The guy I'm bailing for, he's over that way raking. And we got to save the part right up here ahead of me till last, 'cause it's above the farm site. And he's going to have to be right there with the tractor and loader to catch bales so they don't end up at the buildings. We'll head that way, and I'll show you how high above the guy's buildings we are. It's kind of cool back in here though. Those are his barns way down there, and it's all just a steep hill down to them. And we're saving this till we got a loader here to stop them. I'll catch you back when we get over there. We got everything back that way done. There's a couple more valleys back there and open areas in this old pasture, and I've just got this little bit left to do here, but we gotta wait on the guy that's raking to come over here and get on the loader tractor and catch them as soon as they come out of the baler, because that's really steep, and I'd hate to know what a 600-pound bale of hay would do if it rolled into one side of one of his buildings down there, or his fence, or how far out in the corn it would go. We've already got one bale in the corn, but it's pretty neat up here. If you're familiar with our area, Mad River Valley, the ski resort's right over there, and this place could just as easily be one of them too. But it's kind of a big valley that runs down through here, and way over there, I don't know if you guys can see it, there's an irrigation pivot running, and kind of like it over here. I don't know how many bales we've got done. We got this and a little bit more to do around the woods over there that's on the hillside, and then we'll be going to the next field, which is 3 or 4 miles that way. We're only about 10 miles from home, just over here at Zanesfield, Ohio. It isn't too far of a drive, especially coming over here, because I had some of my hay on the way to get, so I really didn't end up driving too far for this custom work. But everything seems to be working good. I got, well, it'd be that bale right there that I had a dumbass attack, and I opened the gate before it wrapped it in net, so I have to spread that out and rebale it. But other than that, things are going pretty good. We've had a lot of fall-like weather, so the hay hadn't been drying as good, but it's not as hot either. It's pretty comfortable out. Well, we just finished the last winter up here on the steepest part. We're got a bale to rebale, and we're done on this farm. And he just caught the last bale come out of the baler with this. It's got a nice, I don't know, it looks like about a 68 40-20 158 loader on it. So we're done hill climbing for the most part. DJ's meeting me here with fuel so I can keep going to the next field. It's running a little longer today than I thought. It's 5:30 now, and got a couple more stops to make yet today. Well, we're following him. He's got his 4010 and wheel rig. We're off to the next field. Then it'll be heading back towards home, and we're gonna stop at one of our fields and got that we were given to us, and we'll get a few of those baled up, and then we'll be done for the night. But we're getting pretty close to the opposite side of Logan County from home now. we just got back here. It's about a 40-minute drive, and this field's too tough and the sun's going down quick, so we're gonna call her a night. Alright guys, it's next morning. It's about 8 o'clock. We're gonna jump on the 656 and we're gonna go over to that field where it was too tough last night, and we're gonna TED that out because it was mowed on Monday, and I don't know why that stuff's not drying right. So we'll go over there and get that scattered out real quick because we need to bale it today. So get scattered out, and hopefully 1 or 2 o'clock it'll be good to go finally. Just headed, it was real weedy and had a lot of weeds and grass in it, and people that normally make it, they make alfalfa hay and little bales to sell to like the big zoos and stuff. So this stuff being new seeding, they wouldn't be able to get rid of it. So we just got beef cattle. They got a hold of us and they're selling it to us super cheap, and we always need more hay, so that's what we're doing. We're not too far from the farm, so hopefully we've got to get it baled today. Whatever this stuff is, don't seem like it dries very well. It's getting dark to the south. We got them hurricanes that we might get a little bit of rain out of, which the past couple days I've noticed, especially in the soybeans, we need rain bad. We were thinking we were going to have a good crop, but if we don't get rain, it's going to go downhill really fast. We got this one here, and then we got a little bit to do on the other side of the trees, and we're done. And I cannot believe how heavy this was. We got several loads of bales out here to get moved home. There's a lot of weeds and stuff in this because it's a new seeding field that was given to us because the people that normally bale it, they cannot sell it. So our beef cows will eat it just fine. And I don't know if you can see it over there. DJ's got the 1206 and flatbed wagon, and my buddy Lucas is out here running the skid loader for us, collecting bales and grouping them up. I'm gonna head for the home with the baler here after we get this little dab done. So we'll catch back up with you in a little while. Yeah, this ground here is just about like powder. they're getting. We finally got the steering working on the 1206. DJ really likes that tractor, so he hooked her up to the hay wagon, and he's gonna make some smoke hauling it home with it. We need to get a better system for hauling bales. I'd like to get a big bale wagon. That old flatbed that we used to little bale onto, it's tight getting 4 round bales on there, and then you got to stack them just right with the top ones in order for them to hold going down the road. So we're gonna jump over here on the other side of the tree line. You can tell where the 1206 is by the trail of smoke. So we're on the 4020 over here to grab a bale. We're gonna put 11 on the wagon again, and then we can get 3 on our skid loader trailer with the skid loader, so we'll get it all on this trip. So it did cool down a lot because there is rain on the radar. I'll be amazed if we get any of it, but we can always be hopeful. It's tight getting 4 bales long on that wagon. Now, if they stay there till the next stack, it'll be good. Okay guys, I need to record an intro to this video on baling. It's been a couple days, I just haven't had time, but we had everything stacked in the barn real nice, and we standing out here talking the other day. It's kind of a mess in here, and we kept smelling something, and it smelled like bales heating. So I climbed up on there, and they were right here. I can still smell it a little bit. There was some bales that were getting warm that we had baled, which I knew he's pushing the envelope on it a little bit. I need to get me a hay probe to check temperature, but I know I could feel the top of, there's 2 stacks I could feel the top of, and they were hot. So they are currently outside airing out. You can see where they're brown in the center. That's just a caramelization of the hay. And they're not hot anymore. They cooled off real quick once we got them out. But it doesn't hurt anything for them to be caramelized. Like the cattle absolutely love to eat that part. It's just they don't have any nutritional value in it for them. And it was probably a big no-no to do what I did and pull them out of the barn like that, because they say if the bales are hot enough and you go and start pulling them out, trying to find it, if they're hot enough, when you pick up a bale and oxygen gets in there, it can light on fire pretty easily. But I knew we weren't that wet when we baled that we should have that problem. But it's something you gotta keep in the back of your head when you're dealing with that. So that'll be the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back with more videos.